Hi, welcome back to the Jen and Sean Show. I'm Sean.
I'm Jen. In this episode, we are in Japan. We're going to have a look at how our packing light experiment went and a little bit of a taste of one of our main reasons for being here this trip and what comes next.
We've found that actually we've run into a few roadblocks that have derailed our packing minimalist style, where we've ended up having to post things home.
You can't really remain a minimalist with your packing when you go shopping in Tokyo. So we kind of knew that was going to happen. I don't think we appreciated the extent.
I think what we've found is that souvenirs and things that we want to bring back has definitely filled up quicker than we expected, which meant that travelling to our snow destination meant that we had to get some bags. And where did we get those?
Donkey. Where all good packing bags come from.
We have already sent one box home, haven't we?
We have, and I've pretty much got another one. I can see the contents of what's going to go. That one's going to be going shortly. So, yes. It'll be before we leave from Fukuoka, and it'll be all of the winter stuff that we're not going to need for the next 2 months. So that can take its time coming home in a boat. Can't
getting it done.
Start a shipment and then save it and then come back to it. You have to do the whole lot in one go. And if then you get to the counter and they print it out and they look at your descriptions and go, no, you can't just write stationery. You have to tell us exactly what that is, like 2 notebooks, 3 greeting cards, 6 pens, whatever. You can't just go back into the shipment that you've already created. You've got to do the whole thing again.
Ultimately, our minimalist style can still work. Quite surprised how quickly our strategy got derailed by basically Tokyo.
And I have no regrets about that.
But while we were shopping and then struggling with our packages, a few things have developed in terms of our overarching project, which is Akiya hunting or abandoned home hunting. We've explored more about what our options are with looking at an Akiya, why an Akiya, sort of our long-term goals. And ultimately, we've taken some important steps. One of those was reaching out to the AkiyaMart team. AkiyaMart is a website where you can look at it if you're familiar with real estate websites. This is no different to any of those. You can put in filters, locations, regions, but it's specifically geared to looking at homes that are Akiya, which are abandoned for the most part, or unoccupied. This led us to contacting the team behind AkiyaMart and speaking to them with a free consultation.
Which is, let's call it for what it is. The initial one was pretty much a sales pitch.
Of course.
Which, again, no issue with that. Understand that that's how they generate business. Everyone's got to make a living. That's fine. We did that. And then we had a follow-up call with, it's like an agent on the ground.
Yeah, the go-to guy that will actually take on board your houses you would like to follow up on. Then he will reach out to those real estate teams. He will then go through those properties, send videos if you're not there in person, and really be the man on the ground that we hope would actually stress test the properties, give us feedback, but also hold our hand all the way through the purchasing process as well to a turnkey solution, which is unique-ish, I think, in Japan.
It's more geared towards foreign ownership. I don't think that they have people that do that necessarily for nationals when they're buying property, because they just know what to do and can get bank accounts and utilities connected and all that sort of stuff. So it's a bit of a bespoke service, I guess you'd call it.
Absolutely. So a big part of what we're doing here is actually going to some of the towns that we're interested in buying in, which I think sets us apart potentially from other buyers.
Yeah.
We're not just looking at these homes online and going, oh, that looks great and that looks cheap, let's just go and buy it, and engaging these guys to do it. Because one of the watch-outs for these teams, they are in it to make money themselves, which is fair enough. But the fee to engage them is fairly significant. So it's something that we're considering and haven't engaged them yet from a paid perspective. But once we've sussed out the towns that we've looked at and tried to get some viewings of properties, then we may engage them to take us further because we're not necessarily going to be back in country in the next couple of months.
No. We want to get a feel for some of the properties that we shortlisted, so whether we can get in to see them, whether we just do a drive-by, narrow that list down a bit, and then make a decision on a handful that we say, yep, we'd be happy with those, and then start the process from there. Because even though these properties are for sale, they're not very appealing to the agents because the price is so low, which means their commission is so low.
Right.
Another consideration is that a lot of owners will not sell to foreigners, regardless of what you're offering them. It'll just be a flat out no.
Yes.
So there's a few other bits and pieces to take into consideration with it as well.
We're taking the opportunity to speak to the lodge owner that we're staying with at the moment to get a better understanding of the tourism potential, what snow areas may be good, but also they went through the process of purchasing a property here back in the early 2000s in Hakuba, which wasn't really on the map for anyone. So we're trying to emulate that 20 years later, hopefully in another region where we can get a home base and maybe something more substantial after that. But in speaking with the lodge owner here, we've got a lot of insights on things that we hadn't thought of.
Yes, definitely.
Political climate really does have a big bearing on what you can and can't do, right?
Yep, especially at the moment as well. There's a big swing towards conservatism in Japan. So you've really got to make an effort to not just swoop in and start buying things up. Like, you've got to demonstrate that you want to integrate into the community, that you're willing to contribute, that you want to be a part of it, and it's a long-term thing. You're not just looking to, besiege their town with tourists and foreigners.
No, that's right. And it was good getting a bit of a reality check as well, in terms of it's all well and good to have a sea change or a snow change in our perspective, but also, well, would it actually sustain a lifestyle just by that alone? Probably not.
Probably not, no.
Which means that we still can't necessarily chuck in a day job, but we can potentially look at other day jobs. So this journey is going to allow us to look at Akiya, hopefully look inside some, but also get an understanding of the towns that we're potentially going to be putting roots down in and understanding them a lot more, so that we can be part of the community and not just buying into something because we saw it on the internet.
Yeah, definitely.
So that pretty much wraps up this episode. We are coming to you from Japan currently, so we're recording on the fly, a little bit gonzo stage, but that means that we'll have another video up in the not too distant future. But we're also putting up video shorts almost daily, so you can see how we're going there, but also on Little Penguin or Finding Penguins is another link where you can see our daily shenanigans as we go about Japan and our next stop, so you can follow along there as well. So if you do like the videos, please do like and subscribe. If you've already liked and subscribed, thank you so much. We'd love to see the growth that's coming through now on the channel. That motivates us massively, doesn't it?
It's been great. It's been really good. So it's very exciting to watch those numbers click up. Happy days.
So if you are new, thank you again for joining us. But if you're a return viewer, amazing. Thank you for coming back, and we hope that you'll join us again for the next episode. All right, hold on to your butts. More episodes coming your way. Thanks again.
Bye.